This is nice here. The El Paso Zoo does have critically endangered animals. Hey everybody, Zachary from Zachary Zoo Adventures. I am in El Paso, Texas, and today I am visiting the El Paso Zoo and Botanical Gardens. I was actually at this zoo about 2 years ago, but the first time I was here, it was actually during the winter time in January 2023. But the reason why I'm back here is because I believe they opened up a new penguin exhibit since the last time I was here. I believe they also had a couple of their birds that were off habitat because of the bird flu. So I'm back now to do another tour of it, because luckily I'm here during spring at a much more warmer time. And as you can see, I'm actually wearing a completely different hat. Normally I would wear my Zachary Zoo Adventures hat at all the different zoos and aquariums I go to, but this time I decided to wear this new hat. This is actually a brand new hat that I got from my birthday from two of my friends that live next to my mom's house. So thank you so much for this hat. I really appreciate it. So I'm excited to be back at the zoo. I'm excited to be here, as it's also the first day of my spring road trip. Yesterday I had a lot of driving to get to El Paso, so today is my first day of actual fun. I'm gonna go show you the map that they have, and then we will see which way we're gonna head. So this is the map of the El Paso Zoo. So it's sort of a medium-sized zoo, so I'm right over here by the front. You can see there's a little river here that kind of separates into different areas. So I'm probably going to start off with the Africa section here first, and then once I'm done with the left-hand side of the zoo, I'll head over to this area here. They also do have signs pointing in different directions, so I'm probably going to head to Africa first. Yeah, so this habitat has some macaws. Looks like there's 3 of them. There's no sign stating what kind of macaws these are, but I do know that the green one there is a military macaw. And the other 2 on this side are blue and yellow macaws. Some gorgeous birds. Alright, first up is Africa. Also tells you what we're going to see in Africa. You're going to see lions, the Kalahari Research Center, and giraffes. So not all zoos are the same. So over here are some train tracks, but it looks like they are blocked off, or yeah, so it does not seem like the train is going to be running today, because on my last visit, I do remember the train was not running last time, but it does not seem like it's going to be running today. First up, we've got African lion. Alright, there we go. African lion's got plenty of space. It looks like he's all the way on that side of the habitat. It's the male lion. Rocky Islands on the savannah. Pollinators need our help plant a pollinator garden. And so, of course, within the Botanical Gardens, also going to be seeing some very beautiful flowers or plants. And since I'm here during the spring, the flowers are going to look very, very beautiful. Alright, so apparently the pathway here is temporarily closed for renovation, so I'm not going to be able to be going on the Africa loop, looks like. But even though if it's closed off, you can still see the animals they have. Looks like there's some red river hogs in this habitat, looks like. Looks like there's 2 of them. Yeah, so there's 2 red river hogs in this habitat. Yeah, this habitat here looks like it has some zebras. So even though the pathway is closed off, you can still see some of the animals that are in this area. We've got the zebras there. And so apparently I actually did realize that that area of the trail is still open, so it's just this little boardwalk here that seems like it's closed. So I'm probably gonna head in this direction towards the other side, the Africa area, and hopefully that area will be open and I'll be able to see all the other animals in the Africa section. So as I'm heading to the other side of the Africa section, I've got this here, this little picking animal. It says that 8 species at the El Paso Zoo are critically endangered. And here it tells you all the animals they have at the zoo that are critically endangered. So over here is the other side entrance to Africa, so I'm probably going to head on this trail here and hopefully see all the other animals. It also gives you a side viewing for the lions. Super nice. We got animal enrichment. The top priority at the zoo. There's another viewing for the lions. It's really nice. So from this viewing point here, it gives you a really nice view of the lion. You got a nice view of the male here. It's a really nice looking cat. Next to the train tracks, also got these really nice looking cactus. And since I am in the west part of Texas, it's possible during this road trip I'm most likely going to be seeing a lot of cactuses, especially when I'm going through Arizona and New Mexico. And another side viewing for the lions. Some more information over here. And if you do want to read the information, I do recommend you pause to read, unless you are a fast reader. It's nice. And over here is another viewing for the lions. Got a nice view of the male sitting down right there, or laying down. Looks like he's lying around. Next up, we got African painted dogs. Yeah, so I do see the dogs. Looks like that one just got up and is laying back down. They look super cute. They're all sleeping together. Do enjoy the African painted dogs. Makes me miss my dogs back home. Acacia thorn scrub habitat. Some nice info here. So in here we got reticulated giraffe and greater kudu. What's that big pile of dirt? This habitat looks super nice. Alright, so I do see the greater kudu. Looks like she's going for a walk. It's very magnificent animals. And then we got a second kudu over here. So this is a female, I can tell because it does not have any horns like the males do. Got the Kalahari Research Station. So inside we got meerkat, featuring meerkats. I do see some meerkats inside. There was 2 of them, but one of them went back outside. Looks like this one must be the lookout. Looking out for trouble, making sure everyone's safe, looks like. The meerkats do have an outdoor habitat for them. You can see there's a couple of them outside, looks like. Really cute animals. Looks like you got another one on the lookout. I'm just running around. You can see there's now 3 meerkats inside. It's like 2 more just came in. We got the one there. Looks like they want to go outside. Africa's giraffe. More information about Africa's giraffe. So Africa actually has multiple different species of giraffe. Got the northern giraffe, Kordofan giraffe, Nubian giraffe, southern giraffe, Maasai giraffe, and reticulated giraffe. And for the most part at most zoos, I usually see the Maasai giraffe and the reticulated giraffe at most zoos I go to, which are the 2 main species of giraffes I would see. And help the zoo save painted dogs. Africa's most effective predator. Welcome to the Kalahari Research Station. It also says, welcome to Africa. Yeah, so as I'm back outside, you can see it says there's actually a brand new baby giraffe. So it said it's still adjusting to its surroundings. A giraffe encounter. So the zoo does have giraffe feeding, but it does not look like they're doing any feeding yet. Over here gives you a really fantastic view of the giraffes in Greater Kudu. I do see one of the giraffes over there. So it is still a reticulated giraffe, even though it's darker. I'm guessing it's usually darker because it is, usually that means it's the oldest they have here. Also got some more of the Greater Kudus over there. I'm not sure if those are the same ones we saw, if I saw earlier, or if they're completely different ones. Passport to Africa also shows you a mini map of Africa. So over here is an outdoor viewing for the meerkats. We got one up at the glass. Oh, 2 of them at the glass. Yeah, really cute animals. Always enjoy the meerkats. We got radiated tortoise. We got 2 of them in the habitat here. And there's the second one. The radiated tortoises seem like they have tons of space for them. Alright, so these are Grant zebra. Coats and colors. Oh, I do see the zebras. Sorry about the zebra butts. There was another one that was walking by, but it looks like he walked away. Oh, got another one there. And we got a side view of that one. Over here gives you a fantastic view of the zebras. Seems like they got tons of space for them. We got one of them walking by there, and there's one behind that tree. And there's the other one. We're about to go on this really nice little bridge here, or boardwalk rather. Another side view for the habitat that has the giraffe and Greater Kudu. Got a nice view of the giraffe here. Looks like he's standing in the shade. And there's the 2 Greater Kudus. Absolutely enjoy these animals. Over here, got another nice view for the zebras. Super nice. What is the African bush? Yeah, so over here is the area of Africa that is closed off. So it's temporarily closed for repairs. But luckily I got this on video during my last visit in the winter time. So before I backtrack, I do want to show you one more look at the habitat that has the two different animals. It's the habitat for the giraffe and greater kudu. And you can see the zoo, or this part of the zoo, is actually right next to the interstate. You can see the highway in the back there. Yes, from over here you can still see the Red River hogs right back there. So even though the pathway is closed off, you can still see the Red River hogs. And you still get a nice view of the zebras. See, the Red River hogs are back there, looks like. Yeah, so the zebras looks like they're now moving about, looks like, and got the two of them over there. Yeah, so over there you can see that's actually a little boardwalk they have, and that's the part of Africa that's closed off, looks like. So I'm showing you the map again. This is actually the paper map I got from the front. So I just completed Africa. So now that I've completed this side of the zoo, I'm now going to head over to this side of the zoo and head to the Chihuahuan Desert first, and then probably head to this stuff over here. And then after I'm completed with this, I will head over from here into the Americas probably. Alright, we got the Americas. We're going to see sea lions, reptiles, and Mexican wolf. I'm about to go on this bridge here and got these misters. I really like how they got these misters that will keep you nice and cool during the hot summer months. Yeah, I absolutely like the layout of this zoo. It's really nice, especially with the pavement on the trails. It's super wonderful. We got the Chihuahuan Desert. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, I definitely love this area, this zoo, a lot. Definitely makes you feel like you're in the desert. Welcome to the Chihuahuan Desert, El Paso's big backyard. Yeah, I do love this area a lot. Definitely makes you feel like you're in the desert. Yeah, a prickly pear cactus. Yeah, I do like this really big cactus here. And you would definitely not want to sit on or touch this thing, or this cactus. It looks very, very sharp, because if you do touch this, it would hurt. I really like this nice wolf statue. So in this habitat, we're going to see peninsular pronghorn and Bolson tortoise. I do like this habitat. Oh, I do see the pronghorn. Yeah, those are the pronghorn. These are very, very cute animals. Oh, here gives you an oversized viewing for the pronghorn. Got another one there by itself. So I looked everywhere for the Bolson tortoise, but I do not see the tortoise anywhere, but luckily there's another side viewing for the habitat, so hopefully the tortoise will be on that side perhaps. So we are entering the creosote zone. Another look at the pronghorn here. These are very cute animals. Yeah, so over from this side of the pronghorn habitat, actually you can see a jaguar up there. Yeah, it looks like it's pacing back and forth. We got the raptor rehab exhibit. We got a Swainson's hawk. I do like this exhibit. You do see the hawk is right there. Fortunately, if I zoom in, it'll focus on all the fencing or mesh, but you can still see the birds right there. So looking at this habitat here, because I remember a couple years ago, or the last time I was here, I believe this habitat used to have prairie dogs, as you can tell because of all the glass there. So it looks like they do not have the prairie dogs here anymore, and then the habitat here was replaced with the Swainson's hawk and city living. One more view for the pronghorn and Bolson tortoise. We got thick-billed parrot. This habitat looks super nice. I don't see the parrot on this side, but luckily there's another side viewing, so perhaps I'll see the parrot on that side. Some more information about arroyos. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. As I was just about to leave, all the pronghorn just came on this side of the habitat. As I'm going this area here, really nice little waterfall and it's sort of a reproduction of a broken bridge. Yeah, this looks super beautiful. The sound of it, man, is just very, very relaxing. Super nice. Look at rock work. Parrot breeding. The thick-billed parrot breeding program. There's another side view of the thick-billed parrot, and I do not see the parrot anywhere, so I will definitely be checking back here later during my rewalk. Yeah, so I just heard the thick-billed parrot. I can see he actually is out now. I can see he's right there. That looks like a gorgeous bird. Mexican wolf conservation. This looks like it's a side viewing for the wolf habitat. Don't see him yet, but hopefully I'll be able to see him on the other side. So I'm now going to head into this little area here. This really nice little bridge. We got the jaguar training area. So here we got mountain lion and jaguar. Yeah, so these two cats actually share the different habitats. As you can see, there's another habitat over there, so I'm guessing they usually switch the different habitats every day. So we did see the jaguar on the other side where I saw the pronghorn. But I don't see the mountain lion in this habitat, so it's most likely in the other habitat, I believe. Alright, we got Mexican wolf. Wow, this habitat looks nice. It looks like the wolfies are in the back there sleeping. Looks super cute. Absolutely enjoy the wolves. Now we're in the Madrine woodlands, islands in the desert sea. And I'm super impressed with the Mexican wolf habitat because it seems like they got tons of space for them. The wolf breeding program. Over here gives you another side view of the Mexican wolf habitat. You got the Pinon pine. You got a greater roadrunner, screech owl, burrowing owl, and Gambel's quail. I do like this habitat. As you see, the Gambel's quail is right up there. Cool looking bird. And there is the burrowing owl. And you see there is the greater roadrunner. These birds are very, very fast. Yeah, so this is all a little side viewing area. Also got a nice viewing for the burrowing owl. Hope you can see it because of all the mesh. Alright, so a second burrowing owl just came out now. So in the habitat, there's also a tortoise in here, because the tortoise is actually right there. The tortoise was not listed, but it is in there. There's also a third burrowing owl that's right up there. But the only animal I don't see in here is the screech owl, so I'll definitely check back here later. Over here gives another side view of the jaguar / mountain lion exhibit. Yeah, so over here got this really nice bridge here that basically connects this habitat to here, so the jaguar and mountain lion basically switch the habitats each day. Railway trestle. Yes, over here we've got a really fantastic view of the habitat. Yes, and this other habitat here has the mountain lion. There's actually two of them back there, but you can only see one. It's like he just lifted up his head. Hope you can see it with the reflection on the glass. So it is possible I may try to check back here later. Hopefully the sun will have changed positions and you'll be able to see it much better. Okay, collared peccary. Now this habitat looks nice. Got two of them in the back. They're very, very fuzzy pigs. The peccaries do look like they have tons of space. And it also gives you another viewing for the pronghorn. Yeah, these animals are very adorable. I'm still not seeing the Bolson tortoise anywhere, so I will be coming back here later during my rewalk. Hopefully the tortoise will be out by then. So over here, as I'm walking by, I can see the Bolson tortoise is out. It's right there, cruising along, looks like. We got a Montezuma quail. Looks like a nice habitat. So the door is open, so it can go inside whenever it wants to. We got screech owl. There's a second habitat, and looks like the screech owl is in here instead of the other habitats from earlier. Got a white-nosed coati. So the coati's right up close here. He's super cute. Hi there, coati. How are you? Such a cute animal. You are a super cute animal. I'm not expecting the animals to say hi back. I'm basically just being polite. Super cute. So up at the glass, looks like there's a second one. Yes, they got tons of space for the coatis. We've got the ranch house. And so apparently it says El Paso Zoo staff only, so I don't think I'm allowed to go in here. So this habitat here, there's no sign, but I do see there are some tortoises in there. Looks like there's one underneath that little boxing or fake rock. And there's another one there. And near over here, we got another really fantastic viewing for the pronghorn. Yeah, as you can see, the jaguar is actually pacing back and forth his little backside. The jaguar is actually right above the pronghorn, but luckily with the fence there, he cannot get to them, but looks like he is staring at the pronghorn. So basically the jaguar gets to stare at the pronghorn or stalk on them whenever he's in the backside area there. We got the California sea lions. So this is the sea lion habitat. Apparently this glass area is a little dirty. It's also kind of hard to see in the water, so hopefully I'll be able to see them at another underwater viewing point. Sunny the California sea lion. Another side view for the sea lions. Still don't see them anywhere yet. As we're going down to the underwater view, also got this really nice area here. Feels nice. We're going to the underwater viewing. Got the sea lion viewing gallery. Over here's the underwater view of the sea lion. We've got one up at the glass here. Really, really cute. Oh, just swam off. We've got another one over there. Sea lion intelligence. And sea lions in the wild. Meet Delilah. Meet LB. Looks like the zoo's got two sea lions. A seafood watch program. Seafood watch program. Microplastics are everywhere. Why are oceans important? Get to know your seafood. Got this really nice looking tank here. New threat. Ocean acidification. So there's no fish in here, but still, this is very, very beautiful coral. And this is very important info. Plastics kill. And a beautiful tank with this beautiful coral. There's no fish in here, but still, it looks super beautiful. Got the exhibit pool viewing upstairs. Alright, over here we got a really nice view of the sea lion over here. Swimming around. Yeah, looks like over here is a little theater they have. Guess this is where they do keeper talks. We got California sea lion. Over here it gives you a fantastic viewing of the sea lions. As you see both of them swimming around. Yeah, it looks like they're swimming around here. They were just there, but they just went back underwater. So I'm showing you the map again, so you can see where I'm at. I just finished doing the sea lion, so I'm probably now going to head to the Magellanic penguins and check out the spider monkey alligators with all these animals here, and then to the Americas, and then after I'm done with this stuff, I will head over to Asia. So in that direction heads to Asia. So now I'm going to head in this direction over here towards the penguins and also everything that's in this area. We've got Penguin Oasis. Some information about them. Habitat. Some information about them. Diet. Predators. Reproduction. Their new home. Yeah, you see the penguins swimming in the water. Nice. Got some up on land. One of 5 species. Help save penguins. Alright, so these are Magellanic penguins. Over here is another side view of the Magellanic penguins. Yeah, so I kind of have to lift my camera above the glass, but you can still see the penguins through the glass. Got one swimming in the water. These are small penguins. Caring for their chicks. So it tells you the penguins of the world. Penguin habitat. Yeah, over here gives another side viewing for the penguins. So not all penguins are from Antarctica, because some of them, like these, live where it's warmer. These penguins live on the coast of South America where it's warmer, so that's why these are warmer weathered penguins. Over here and got some monkeys in this habitat. Looks like these are spider monkeys, I believe. Yeah, I think that's what these are. So these are Jeffrey's spider monkey. That's a very wonderful habitat. Guessing this is a young one. It looks a lot smaller than it looked on the sun. So this might be a younger one. Yeah, so these are baby spider monkeys. You got Corazon or Cora and Dove, Ruthie and Janny and Sally and Ofa. I love their habitat. It looks super wonderful. Welcome to the reptile house. This looks really, really nice. So basically the building is like a giant tortoise. So I'm actually going to go inside the mouth of the tortoise. It's really nice. It's got a nice echo in here. Got the desert. Got Mexican beaded lizard and banded Gila monster. Banded Gila monster. This looks like a nice habitat. I'm doing the best I can to find them. I completely missed it, but the Gila monster was right up here at the glass. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to find the Mexican beaded lizard, but I didn't see it in the log there, so it's probably hiding somewhere really, really well. Guys, sidewinder rattlesnake. Sorry about the reflection. I'm trying to use my legs to block it out, but you can see the snake is right up at the glass. A black-tailed rattlesnake. I'm sorry about the reflection, but I do like this habitat, and the snake is in his little cave. Guys, San Esteban Chuckwalla. It's a cool looking lizard. So apparently these two habitats here are actually empty, so that's why I skipped these two habitats, because they are empty. We got rainforest. We got Amazon tree boa. Also said they got an annulated tree boa. I do see one of the boas. Don't know which one that is. Not sure if that's the Amazon tree boa or if that's the annulated tree boa. Alright, so I do not see the Amazon tree boa, but there was but the name of the boa was actually on a sticker on the rainforest sign, so I'm guessing the annulated tree boa is the one in here, meaning that the Amazon tree boa is off habitat for some reason, so that's actually the only snake I see in the habitat. So apparently this area is closed off, but it looks like they're going to be building some new areas, looks like. Doing some renovation work. We got another sidewinder rattlesnake. Apparently this habitat just got placed in, and I do not see the snake in either of these two habitats. So I completely missed the snake, but the sidewinder's right there. Got a desert king snake. So this is a very wonderful habitat. So look, sorry, I found the snake, but it looks like it's way in the back there, because you can kind of see its scales there. It's behind the log. It's actually right there. Got a western coach whip snake. Yeah, so I do see the snake. It's in the back by those flowers. Got smoky jungle frog. Well, this is an impressive habitat. You can see the frog is right there. Got a black spotted newt. Yeah, so the newt's right up there swimming. Yeah, it's right there, looks like. Got a dying poison frog. There's a bunch of them in here. Looks like there's a blue one right there. Now one right there on the tree.
What's in here? More snakes.
We got the swamp, the smoky jungle frog, and mata mata. So unfortunately this habitat looks like it is empty, so there's nothing in here at the moment. We got this building here. Go inside, see what's in here. This building is called the South American Pavilion. This habitat here is a tortoise of some kind. Don't know what kind. There's no sign saying what kind of tortoise this is, so just in case you happen to know what kind of tortoise this is, I recommend you do leave a timestamp comment down below. Or basically just type the time of this video and you'll know what kind of tortoise this is. Got a blue-crowned mott-mott. Why do we need a connection to rainforests? This looks like a nice habitat. I do see a bird there, but it's not the blue-crowned moth. I'm not sure if I'm gonna find a sign for that bird, but that is not the moth, but it's in there. Got a plush crested jay. This habitat's nice, but I don't see the jay. However, instead, I actually do see a tamandua up there. There's no sign, but I do know that that's a tamandua. All the way up there. We've got this nice little tank here, looks like. You don't see anything in here, so it looks like it's empty. Oh, never mind, take that back. It's actually a fish in there. Looks like that's a plecostomus. So I was incorrect. There actually are supposed to be fish in this tank, but I don't see them. This is what we usually see in here. You got cardinal tetra, black tetra, Buenos Aires tetra, and plecostomus. So it looks like, I'm guessing all the other fish are either in here hiding somewhere, or they're just off habitat, because all I see is the plecostomus. This is the rest of the birds that are with the moth. Also got least bittern, silver-beaked tanager, and blue-crowned moth. Yeah, so I actually do see one of the other birds. Can't tell if that's the moth, but it's there. I can see it right there. First we've got southern tamandua and cotton-top tamarin. This habitat looks like it's impressive. Do you see the tamarins there? Here, we got a second one. Yeah, so it looks like the tamandua was moved to the other habitat that's supposed to have the other type of bird. It's actually a third tamarin. There's 3 tamarins in this habitat. There we got prehensile-tailed porcupine and golden lion tamarin. So I do see the porcupines. Apparently the glass is a little smidged up, but the porcupines are actually over here. I'm trying to get you a nice view of them, but there you go. Now you can see the porcupines. There's 2 of them. So golden lion tamarin just came out. Oh, there's another type of bird in here. That bird was not listed, but it's in the habitat anyway. Flying everywhere. Also got a nice view of the golden lion tamarin. So there's 2 birds in here that were not listed. Alright, so I do see the blue-crowned moth. It's like a very cute bird. Got rhinoceros iguana. I'm guessing his name is Fido. Like it did say its name is Fido. So looking, I can see the iguanas right up close to the glass. Got yellow-footed tortoise. This is a very nice looking habitat. And there it is. Here we got Jeffrey's marmoset. Nice looking habitat. We got 2 of them up there. Looks like one's grooming the other. We got yellow anaconda. So apparently it says it is off habitat because it says it is being cared behind the scenes by staff. We got Amazon tree boa. Oh, this habitat looks really nice. Oh, I see the snake right there. Yeah, that's the snake there. doors outside here leads to the America's Aviary, so I'm gonna go through the doors and check it out. Alright, we got America's Aviary. Alright, so I'm going through the aviary. I do see a bird there. Looks like those are the Inca terns. Oh, there's another cool looking bird there. In this habitat, we're going to see black-throated magpie jay and West Indian whistling duck. I do see there's the magpie jay. Looks like a pretty bird. The second one just flew over. They got very long tails too. Yeah, so I don't see the West Indian whistling duck anywhere, so I'll probably check back through this aviary a little later. Yeah, birds of the Americas. You can see Inca tern, red-crested cardinal, common moorhen, scarlet ibis, blue-gray tanager, and Venezuelan troupial. It also says watch your step. Yes, this looks super beautiful. The Inca tern. Yeah, absolutely love this aviary. Looks nice. Oh, it's got a nice little stream there that goes through the aviary. In this habitat, we're going to see common moorhen, sora, and masked bobwhite quail. I do see one bird flying all over. I'm guessing that's the common moorhen. There's a worker in there. Looks like she's getting some food for them. Looks like. But I don't see the masked bobwhite quail anywhere. So it's probably hiding somewhere. So I will check back here later during my rewalk. I do see there's a scarlet ibis. We got some of them up in the tree. Some very beautiful birds. Where we got American alligator. Alright. Alligator's right up close here. Looks like he's just relaxing, looks like. And the alligator just have lots of space, even have some water to be in. That's nice. We got agaves of the Transpecos. Yeah, I do love the plantation they have at this zoo.